Tesla tops the charts on a new J.D. Power EV charging study. JLR recalls over 121,000 Range Rovers over a major suspension fix. Waymo takes its robotaxi testing to snowy, icy streets in the Northeast. And British exports to the US dropped to their lowest levels in more than 3 years. Let's get into all these stories and more right now on the Jumpstart. Good morning and welcome back to the Jumpstart on CBT News. It's Thursday, August 14th. Here's a closer look at today's top automotive industry stories. Tesla has claimed the top spot in the 2025 J.D. Power U.S. Electric Vehicle Experience Public Charging Study for both Level 2 and DC fast charging networks. The survey, based on feedback from roughly 7,000 EV and plug-in hybrid owners, shows charger reliability is improving, but rising costs and payment headaches are dragging down satisfaction. Interestingly, new EV owners rated the experience better than longtime drivers. JLR is recalling more than 121,000 Range Rover and Range Rover Sport SUVs from model years 2014 to 2017 due to possible cracks in the front suspension knuckle that could lead to a loss of control. Dealer notifications start August 19th and affected owners can get free replacement or reinforcement at authorized service centers. Waymo is heading into cold weather cities like Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and DC to see how the self-driving cars handle snow, ice, and dark winter nights. Safety experts say year-round testing in these conditions is crucial, but some local officials and labor groups are still skeptical about the tech's readiness and its potential impact on jobs and traffic. British exports to the US fell to £3.9 billion in June, the lowest level in over 3 years, following President Trump's initial tariffs. The UK's Office for National Statistics reported declines across all categories, including a £0.2 billion drop in machinery and transport equipment. This comes despite a new trade deal between Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Trump that cuts tariffs on cars and aerospace parts, but kept them on goods like steel. Up next, Eric Kirk, Marketing Director at Johnson Automotive, joins us to break down how dealers can navigate today's industry challenges in real time.
Nominations are now open for the 3rd annual CBT 40 Under 40 Awards sponsored by Force Marketing. Join us as we celebrate excellence in the automotive industry. Nominate who you think should be next on CBT News' 40 Under 40 list, even yourself. Visit cbtnews.com for details on eligibility and important information.
Talk to us about managing consistent messaging for customers today. How does it differ today, and what platforms are you using, or what techniques are you using?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very interesting challenge these days. As you know, with different brands have their own OEM mandated like service marketing products in place, and then with all of the connected technology in the cars, whether it's Sirius or whatever, there's a lot of different companies that are reaching out after someone purchases a car.
Yeah.
And so we have communications going out from the sales team through CRM. Then you have things coming from the OEM. If they finance with a captive lender, you're getting things from the lender. If there's any kind of an aftermarket products that you purchase, you're probably getting some different logins and some information about those, and it just becomes really overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have good intentions to make sure that we're providing relevant information to the customer after they buy the car, and then following up to make sure they're happy with everything, they know how everything works. Mm-hmm. But it becomes a bit of a challenge when you layer on all of these different tools. So for instance, if you have if you layer in like a service communication tool, or what I call sort of a CDP light product, like an Outsell, which is now Impel, or any type of extra follow-up kind of marketing, you tend to step on yourself a bunch of times if you don't clean it up.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of going through that audit right now of breaking apart all of the different touch points that happen through all of those channels, and deciding like who's going to say this and from what platform, because you really don't need 3 different people from 3 different departments thanking you for your purchase. That's a little bit redundant.
That's right.
That's going to do it for today's Jumpstart. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with the biggest headlines in automotive to start your day. Until then, you can catch up on full episodes of Inside Automotive, Driving Solutions, and the Executive Profile, now streaming wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're not already, be sure to follow CBT News on social media. Now's the time. We'll keep headlines coming straight to your feed.